he loves to play board games and the card games with his friends and families. So today he's going to give us a speech with objective 4, how to say. Speech number 4, objectives, how to say it. It is really listed on your agenda here, so I'm not going to read word for word. But while you evaluate him, keep in mind that has he met those objectives. The purpose of Toastmaster speeches are to learn new skills, and you cannot learn skill and become a deaf if you don't have an objective. So he wants to learn how to say it and communicate his ideas very clearly. Help me welcome David Black, Games with Friends.
Picture this. Saturday evening. There's cold pop and beer in the fridge, bottles of wine on the counter, a crock pot filled with barbecue meatballs simmering next to an assortment of chips. The evening is about to begin. Friends come in from out of the cold and hang up their coats. They take their seats at the table. Catching up as the table fills, the games are about to begin. Does it sound like the people in that picture are in for a fun evening?
Yes.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, that is what a game night is like at my house. I would like to tell you a little bit about gaming so that maybe you can start some games with people you know. My wife Laura and I love games of all sorts. Board games and card games, new games and old games, some games that are simpler and more social, and other games that are more complex and require strategies to win. We derive pleasure from hosting game nights with our friends, as well as teaching our family new games when we meet with them on the holidays. One great way that we found to draw in people for games is to prepare food for the occasion. Sometimes it's just store-bought crackers with cheese, maybe some wine. Other times it's homemade meatballs and cinnamon rolls. Especially when we think that we're going to be playing games for a while, having food is a great way to keep everyone happy. When we play games, we like to start with a social game. One of our favorite social games is called The Great Dalmuti. This is a simple game where you're trying to get rid of your hand before the rest of the players get rid of theirs. The first person out each round gets to take the seat of the powerful Great Dalmuti, while the last person out has to take the seat of the peon. The fun twist in this game is that the Great Dalmuti gets to give orders to the peon, like, fill up my cup with some root beer, or the next time when you're shuffling, I want you to sing while doing it. The seats can change every round though, so what goes around comes around. When we're playing with family, sometimes we'll keep it simple and light with social games like that. But when we have a more adventurous group, eventually we'll get into the strategy games. Dominion is one such game. In Dominion, you buy special cards that you will use to help you get the most land or victory points to win the game. Pandemic, another game, is more cooperative. In this game, you're working together to try and prevent the spread of deadly viruses that threaten to extinguish humanity. These games can take about an hour or less, but if you've got an entire day to kill, you could try another game like Twilight Imperium. When I played that game of Galactic Battles, it literally took me the entire day to finish. Card games and board games really are diverse and versatile sources of entertainment. You can still play games when the lights go out, like they did for some of us over the holidays. And buying games is similar to buying camping equipment. You can pay for it once and then use it over and over and over again. Games are also a great way to have a shared experience with friends, and you can reminisce about the luck and skill and deftness at games long after the games have finished. Whether you're gathering together with your family or connecting with your friends, games can be a great way to have fun with people. The next time that you have a gathering and you want to change things up a little bit, try and pull out some games. I'll go ahead and pass these around a little bit since I don't see any green light yet, so you can take a look at what the games are like. And with that, I'll say thanks, Mr. Toastmaster.